Hey everyone, Nick here. I just finished knapping this point out of opal glass, and I figured I'd answer some questions about glass arrowheads and also show you some of the work I've been doing lately. Here are some glass arrowheads I've knapped, and as you can see they range all the way from completely opaque to very transparent. Now, there are lots of different types of glasses. Some of them are made for certain things, others are accidental. This is a type of glass known as slide glass, and this is a byproduct of refining. Usually when metals are refined, the stuff left over after you've melted the metal is called slag, and a lot of it contains silica, or sand and dirt. And when that's put on the side to cool, it becomes these huge chunks of glass, and that works a lot like obsidian. So whenever I can get that, I like working with it. And this is a type of glass that's made for glass fusing and other glass work. So these two are fairly transparent. These are both made from bottles. This was a wine bottle, and this one I believe was a sparkling water bottle. There are lots of different bottles. I really like working the blue when I can find it. Now this here is a piece of TV glass, and then this is a piece of kind of a smoky gray glass, and this is the most transparent of all the glass that I've worked with. This is window glass. As you can see, it's really transparent, and you can actually read through it. It sort of chameleons in with anything you put behind it. So when it comes to glass arrowheads being completely see-through, this is your best bet right here. Now these two pieces are made from glass I found at a local glass blowing studio. They often throw away pieces that broke or didn't quite make it, and so I've taken bits and pieces of them, smashed them up, and then fused them together. So you see this has got a few different colors going through it, and this is actually a piece of white sandwiched between clear. So this came out pretty neat. Now moving on to here are some pieces of obsidian, and this stuff right here, these three pieces are very nice and clear. You can kind of see through it. If I bring it up to the light, you can see it's pretty translucent, almost transparent. This one's pretty transparent, but it's got a little bit of banding in it. And this is another piece that's really transparent. It's got a little bit of a peach color in the middle of it too, so that's cool. Then over here I've got some pieces that I made this week. Just your standard black obsidian. And this stuff is very glassy. You can see this has got some what the guys call sugar in it, which is ash, which is mixed in with the volcanic glass. This is some Burns green, which comes from Burns, Oregon. Now these two are my favorite to work. This is dacite, or what the guys call dacite. And it's more stone-like than obsidian. It's not as glassy, and I like it because it makes a fairly tough point. So if I were to make an obsidian point to actually shoot at things, I like using dacite. Now here are some bigger things that I made from dacite. I made all of these this week. Here's a nice spear point. I've been trying to get them a little thinner. Here's another spear point. Two different styles. I really prefer to use this, especially if I were to throw it or something like that. These are really nice. And then I've also got a couple of axe heads that I made, and I'll probably be hafting them sometime in the next week or so. If I can find some nice saplings, I'll go ahead and show you guys how to haft these. So here they are. And these are also made from dacite. It's one of my favorite materials for making larger things, mainly because I have some pretty big chunks of it. You can see, here's one chunk of dacite, and here's a chunk of, what is this? This is similar to dacite. The guys call this black butter. It's a little more waxy than dacite, as you can see, and it has some of that glassy quality, whereas this stuff just looks like a rock. So that's it for now. If you guys like to see more videos on flint knapping, please let me know. It's something that I've only been doing for a couple of years now, but I really enjoy it. It's a great way to relax, and I try to do some flint knapping at least once a day. So there are lots of things that I've kind of learned along the way that I'd love to show you guys. And I'll be sure to let you guys know if I make anything new or keep you posted with sort of some of the things I make every week. And one thing I'd like to mention is that if you guys are in the Pacific Northwest, there's a great organization called the Puget Sound Knappers, and I'll leave a link to their website below. There's a bunch of great people. You know, I wouldn't be able to make larger pieces like this if it wasn't for Mick Hill. He's a great napper, and he's also a great teacher. They're all very generous, and if you're ever in the area, the Puget Sound Knappers has events throughout the years called Knapp-ins, where you can go meet people and learn how to knap for free. They always provide free rock, free tools, and free instruction. So if you are in the area, I'd love to see you at an event. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.